Good morning. I'm Monique Ruffin, your moon mama. How are you doing today? Whenever I get on this thing, I never know where to put my eyes because the camera's showing me. It's like a mirror. And then my best friend was telling me, look at the little dot at the top. Don't look at yourself. So I try to do that. I actually think that works. Okay, but today is Tuesday. Tuesday is Mars Day, and Mars is the planet that governs our action and our sexuality, um, and or who we're attracted to, not our sexuality, our attraction, who we're attracted to, and our ability to make things happen. It's our ability to be assertive, to take action, to follow through, to walk our talk. Like, so the thing that you think, then to actually take action on it. That's Mars, and Mars is a very significant planet. Every planet is significant, but Mars is our ability to be here in 3D and get things done. So it's very significant. Um, and today we are having an eclipse at 2:30 in Capricorn at the 24th degree of Capricorn. And this eclipse is the final eclipse in this, what started in July 2nd. And this is all about our history, like our ancestors. And for those of us, for everyone, I'm in a black body, so this is what I'm talking about. This is a time for us to really come home to our ancestral experience here in this country. Capricorn rules government, and the laws, the systems that create this American thing, right? And as Black Americans who are descendants of slaves, this is very significant to us. We see what's the conversations that are happening in the political arena around reparations and racism. Like, there's a whole new conversation, a whole new dialogue around racism and what it is. And so this is an opportunity for us who live in these brown and black bodies to reconcile this for ourselves, right? One of the things for me that I'm doing is I just am not in a conversation about white people's racism. It just is none of my business, right? Who they are, what they do, how they believe, what they're suffering with, because racism is a mental illness. And in my perspective, for me, if I'm in a constant story about it or in angst about it or in, constantly in my own experience pointing the finger to it, then I am participating in it as much as others. And I have no desire to do that because it's over. Like, we can decide that something is over and that we're not going to participate any longer. We're not going to give it our energy. So I'm not going to be engaging in conversations that reaffirm it, because the thing to understand is that we agree to things in our minds and then we invite that experience into our reality. So if we are in a conversation where we're saying, this is racist and this is racist and this is racist, you are identifying that with your energy. And when your energy identifies it, it magnetizes it to you. So the work is to literally change the way you identify your energy. Change how you identify with something, right? Change your own personal identity, and then the system, the way you are identifying with something. So, for instance, if we believe that black people are subjugated and black people don't have as much power, because Capricorn is about power and this eclipse is in Capricorn, so it's about power, government, all of these things are so much a part of our experience as human beings. And if we're telling ourselves stories that other people have our power, that other people can overpower us, then that has to be true. It has to become our reality. And it's no longer what's happening on the 3D experience, and more and more and more, if we can untangle ourselves from the mental perspective that anyone has power over us, it will dissolve. And that is what we have the opportunity to do while this eclipse is happening. This whole window, I've been saying, you know, from Cancer, which is early childhood foundations. So all of those things are a part of our experience as Americans who have been here since our ancestors came here at the slave trade. And so it's really a beautiful thing to be able to let go. It really is. To be able to let go of the stories, to be able to let go of the practices, the beliefs, the wounded belief systems. Like literally, I'm saying give yourself the opportunity to really let go of this ancestral agreement that has been very much a part of the Black American experience, those of us who are descendants of slaves. It's intrinsic in us, and that doesn't mean we can't walk away from it, drop it, let it go, and let white people work this shit out. This is theirs to work out at this point, and we can really free ourselves. And if you understand what's happening in our government right now, you see what's happening, and we're literally dissolving many systems right now that no longer can work to move us forward. The systems that worked for the past 200-300 years are rusty, outdated, obsolete. They have to go. So we want to begin to literally pull our energy from them. And how do you pull your energy from it? Is stop talking about it, stop thinking about it, and put your energy in an entirely new direction of what it is you want to create and who it is you want to be and what it is you believe possible, and investing in the younger generations that are coming after us and creating new ways of being, new things. Like we can create whole new ways of seeing the world and being in the world that have nothing to do with the old systems. All right. So I'm going to say a prayer. So Heavenly Father, Mother God, it is so good to know that the divine is all that there is only one life, and that life is the life of God, that it is everywhere present, that it has never, ever been out of reach, out of context, out of the truth. And so it is in this moment that I am absolutely knowing that the truth is everywhere present, that God's life, God's love is all that there ever has been and all that there ever will be. And so it is in this understanding that God is all that there is that I know that I am one with God. I know that I am God in flesh. And as I know this for myself, I know that this is the truth of every person who is listening to the sound of my voice, that right where they are, God is. The power of the universe is reigning supreme in their minds, in their hearts, in their bodies, and that they are easily and freely and willingly able to release any old identities that no longer serve, that no longer support them in being the truth of who they are, the divine expressions of God on high. And so I bless our ancestral experience. I give thanks for it. I give thanks for all the thousands of ancestors that crossed the Atlantic Ocean, that came to America, that lived in captivity, that gave way for us to be here today. I give thanks for the experience that brought us here, because I know that there have been blessings and grace and power that was created and experienced in that system. And I trust and I know that all is well. I give thanks for what we are becoming in our divine experience of ourselves, of God in us, as every cell, every fiber, every organ, every thought aligned with the high mind of God. that we can be more, that we can be ourselves, that we can be true to something that is great within us, that was also great within our ancestors, that lives within us today. The power of the universe is activated in us right here, right now. Nothing can come nigh our dwelling place. We are God in action, God in thought, God in feeling, God embodied. Right now, I let it be and I say, and so it is. For this and so much more, I give thanks. Peace and blessings. I'm Monique, your Moon Mama.